what's up, people? All right. Sorry for the late start. I had to rest a little bit. And also, I did a little bit of other work on some other things, but I'm here. I'm good. I'm ready. This might be the second to last sitting I have of working on the $60 tier characters. So we're getting close to finishing up these guys, making pretty good progress on them. Let's just jump right into it. Well, look at what the
You, you, you can do it.
the nutty professor dragged in. That was good. That was the joke that everybody was waiting for.
You nailed it.
I really truly.
You absolutely nailed it and
Absolutely
killed it.
flawless. Hello.
Hey man,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You got the hiccups?
Other than that, no. No, I just want you to pity me.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Pity.
Yeah, good. Anyway.
Boom.
Yeah. What's new in the life of Brian?
In the life of Brian, I don't know about Brian, but in my life, pretty good. I had a session for a video game today, which was pretty neat.
Nice.
Yeah.
At a new place?
Over at BZ.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right, they do video games sometimes.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes. Cool.
Sometimes.
I'm doing some animu for them next week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, I'm doing my first commercial in like a bajillion fucking years next week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Is it with Mark Drow?
Through my agency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like here's a little insight for all the people who follow my voice work. Christopher does not book commercials very often at all. They are not my usual forte of expertise in this business, as it turns out. But you know, when I actually get to do them, I don't take it for granted. So.
Hell yeah.
You know. But,
Yeah.
Hey.
Hmm.
Hey. Do you have Super Mario Party?
I do.
Want to play it?
Sure. I mean, I can come over.
Yeah. Actually, well, no, that's mean. No, fuck it, whatever. You have a streaming setup, though.
True.
Actually, not that I don't. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing with it. Is the truth.
I mean, very true.
I don't know. It looks like a fun game to stream. Also.
Yeah. It the only thing is that like playing it online, you don't play the board game.
No, yeah, you just do the mini games. But no, that's why we should fucking get 4 people together and fucking play it.
I mean, I'm down.
I want to do that. I want to stream that. Like, I know that's very selfish. Like, hey, Alejandro, you should stream this thing on your channel that I want, that I'm orchestrating because I fucking said so. But
the only thing right now is that like I feel like I have roommates, so I don't just want to like.
Oh right.
Yeah. So usually if I try to stream when they're at work.
Okay.
So, and if I stream when they're here, I usually stream like something on the quieter side.
Okay. Well, I don't know. If there's a day that they're out, we should get some people together and do that shit, because that would be fun.
Sure. Yeah. I'm down. I'm down, clown.
Be funny, because I'm sure Kira would be like, oh, but I'm terrible. I remember when like we got burned out on playing Smash when Smash 4 was like new, and we were like, let's play like something else for once, and we wanted to play Mario Kart, and she was like, I'm so bad at everything that's not Smash or fighting games in general, and I'm like, but sometimes we don't want to fucking play Smash all day, Kira. God.
Literally me with me and Damon when Howard asks us to play fighters. Howard is like, hey, want to play fighters? And I'm like, I came to relax, not to get my ass beaten. Like, I show up at their apartment, and I'm like, hey, guys, what are we doing? And Howard's like, fighters? And I was like, all right, if we play fighters, I'm leaving. Because the moment, dude, it's disgusting. It's like 8-1.
Yeah. No,
like, the one... Dude, the one will be like when he's not paying attention. And then, like, when he loses, it's like his Zenkai boost appears, and he fucking, like, just decimates you, like, 10 times worse than, like, you were doing earlier.
Zenkai boost, Jesus. It's not even a real thing.
Saiyans get stronger whenever they get...
Yeah, no, that's real, but fucking Zenkai boost is a fucking... It's about as real as Mystic Gohan.
That is his name, dude. That's Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah, it is. That is what it is. It's what I always constantly have to fucking correct people about.
Gohan's gonna be in the Dragon Ball movie.
I don't know. He might not be. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the Broly movie.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be mad if Gotenks is in the movie and Gohan isn't.
I even doubt that any of them are. And you know what? You know what though? I don't necessarily mind if they keep the cast like somewhat small in this one. Like, you know, that doesn't bother me super hard.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't personally think that Gohan is gonna be.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Goten and Trunks are in the movie, and they still look like they're fucking two, but
Wait, how do you know that they're in the movie?
based on posters.
Oh, that's right. Yes. There was a poster. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Like with Bulma.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh yeah. Fair enough. Well,
But
if that's the case, I mean, Gohan will probably be in it like somewhere.
yeah, he'll be like, "Dad," and then Piccolo will be like, "Fuck you, I'm your dad." And it's like, okay.
Come on, Dad. I don't want to do this anymore. Fucking, yeah. That's God. That's gonna be sooner rather than fucking later, and I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to the premiere?
I was gonna ask you who I should talk to about seeing if I can because I'd like to.
I know I'm going because Bandai Namco is hooking me up.
Okay.
I mean, I'll ask if I can take a +1 or something.
I wasn't even. Oh, I mean, if you want to do that, I would love you forever. But I wasn't even getting. No.
Like it's totally fine.
I talk to see if because I got in with at the time I got in with the Res F premiere, and I actually don't remember how I got in. I might have asked somebody, but I cannot remember for the life of me because it was already like 2-3 years ago now. But no, I would like to go. It's the sub premiere, right?
Yeah. The one in December.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about. I have no idea where the premiere for the dub would be.
Now, I mean, they'll probably just have that around theaters and shit. But yeah, no, I went to the Chinese theater. I think it was the Chinese theater for the Res F premiere, and I fucking was like 10 feet away from Masuko Nozawa. I was like, she's like getting out of a limo, and I was like, ah.
Wait, was that for the Japanese or the?
Yeah, that was the Japanese.
Okay.
But they had
because I went to the dub premiere of F, and I'm like, I do not remember Masako being there.
No. This was here. This was. I think actually it wasn't even in theaters in Japan yet. There was a screening of it somewhere first in Japan. They were acting like it was like the world premiere. It wasn't actually. There was one other screening of it before that. But I remember it was one of the first. It was among the first screenings of it like anywhere. And Masuko Nozawa was there. They had a little introduction thing in the beginning, and then I think Shummel was there. I believe Sabat was there, and Chris Ayers and Crystal were both there too. I think.
Oh, cool.
Brina might have been there actually. I think I saw her like in the background somewhere.
Chaozu's dead.
Yeah, he's fucking dead, but it's okay. She's cool. So, yeah, it was fun.
I would rather they kill off Chaozu and bring back Launch.
Have you seen? This is related. Have you seen the Yamcha like fan manga thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
I loved it.
Do you know the whole like the twist with that?
A little bit. Yeah.
The end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to. I won't say it just because actually it is going to get a legal official release over here, which is
I saw it. I saw the Japanese manga Kinokuniya.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been being sold, but yeah, I think the English release is officially happening. So I don't want to spoil stuff just in case people.
Damn,
want to go
that's really
back.
cool, actually.
Yeah. I would like to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of I'm drawing a cat girl.
Yeah. Look at that Final Fantasy ass.
Yeah.
Or is that the? Yeah, that's the Final Fantasy 14 one, right?
I think so. Yeah, there's actually been a lot of like Final Fantasy 14 like characters submitted from people like in general. I think one of the $200 backers I think might have been like a swordsman girl or something from Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
And obviously with stuff like that, same thing with like Sonic OCs and Pony OCs and shit. Like I have to like take some liberties so that they don't just straight up look like that, you know.
But I want my Sonic OC to be 1-to-1.
I know. Not
Has anyone?
dude, not nearly as many Sonic OCs as I was expecting.
Well, here's the problem. You did this Kickstarter before Sonic Forces.
Not that fucking mattered. It's not like there weren't a trillion of them before that too. I mean,
But I'm just saying, people who can't draw would have used the shit out of Sonic Forces.
dude, there were like Flash made like Sonic fucking character creator programs and things on fucking DeviantArt.
Not the same. I want to be a fucking bear.
I want to be a God, dude. I was actually really kind of surprised at like how small the and also not even just how small, but also like the choice of animals for some of the ones in
it was
Forces.
weird.
Yeah, like actually, I don't know. I was kind of like half and half surprised about the fact that they had a hedgehog as like a separate one you could pick, even though like you're playing with Sonic and Shadow anyway. So it's like, oh, okay.
Right. Like, it's like, but let's be real. Half the OCs are fucking hedgehogs.
Sure, yeah. But I don't know. Like, I guess. Well, then again, truthfully, like, if I were to make like a new OC, I would have wanted like something that was different, like a fucking like an unusual sort of map. Because like in like the Archie comics, they'd have like all these like kind of like different cool like animals. Like there was like they're like Australian animals or something like that.
Yeah.
Or character teams or something.
Where's my fucking armadillo?
Yeah. Or well, Mighty. But
He's not in the game.
no, but everybody fucking wants Mighty.
I know. Where's my fucking
friend
Mighty?
Andrew Dickman, if you guys don't know of him, he is like always fucking like, man, I wish they'd bring back Mighty. And then also with Mario, he's like, man, I wish they'd bring back Wart. And I'm like, Andrew, that's not gonna fucking. First of all, Mighty being in a Sonic game isn't gonna make the Sonic game good.
Yes, it will.
And then they put him in fucking Mania, so what the fuck do I know?
God, he was so. The way they like animated him for that little, the web series.
Oh,
God,
Tyson's
I love
thing?
the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sass.
So good.
Yeah.
I remember, like, years ago, some friends of mine and I at the time, we used to, like, because when they introduced the Chaotix, that was like, whoa, now the Chaotix have voices and shit, and we kept wondering, like, what the other Chaotix members would sound like. And I think somebody floated out the idea of, like, what is it, Mighty sounding like, what's the cowboy kid from Shaolin Showdown? Clay.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. But
The blonde dude.
Greater Earth or whatever. For some reason, like then we got it in our heads that like, oh, let's make Mighty Southern, even though that doesn't necessarily make any sense. But yeah, that was.
Would Ray the Scroll be Raymundo?
Yeah, totally. I think Raymundo, fucking it. I think Ray. Oh, I remember when I read the comic. I used to actually follow the Archie comic a fair bit back in the day because there were like lots of local comic shops in New York, and I was like trying to get back into it a little bit. But there was Ray would show up, and because he was so similar to Tails, I thought, and maybe to differentiate him from Tails. And not just like because even that and Charmy too, like Charmy and Tails both have the like I'm a little boy anime voice kind of thing. So like I pictured Ray having like a kind of higher pitched sort of like a guy playing him, and him sounding like a little like a SpongeBob almost kind of thing, you know?
Yes.
Just so he doesn't fucking sound the same. That's a thing. That's a thing. I wish more anime dubs would take into consideration. Making characters sound more distinctly different from each other.
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, there are so many modern shows where I'm just like, I can't tell the goddamn difference between any of these fucking characters.
Like if you were to look away from the screen, you're like, wait, who the fuck just said that?
Yeah, and I hate to say that because that involves, people that we know, and it's with not any offense to them, but it just seems like
it's just casting.
Well, it's casting, and also sometimes like a lack of creativity with like, designing voices to be like distinct from each other. I don't know, like I remember Oh, okay. I was on a big reboot kick a few years ago. I was like rewatching all of Reboot, and I
Hmm.
remember I found out Andrea Libman, who's like Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy, she was young Andrea in Reboot,
Hmm.
and then she actually was like the top pick for Damon, who was like the evil like French virus girl from like the final season of the show,
Hmm.
and because she spoke French, but the creators were like, we really, really want this character to sound distinct, and we run into this problem enough in the show as is, where like, Scott McNeil and Gary Chalk and whatever will play like one too many characters, and they start to run together.
Yeah.
So they really went out of their way to get like somebody distinct, and they got somebody who had like a natural like French Canadian accent, like that's what they actually sounded like, which was cool. But yeah, I don't know, like that I think about that a lot. Where I feel like you could do that more often with anime, but like people just don't put in the time. Like the people who make decisions don't necessarily go out of their way to like, you know, do everything to do that.
Right.
Even if they can, and like, I don't know. It's just it's a bummer because I feel like it takes me out of the viewing experience sometimes, and I was like, I wish that, I don't know, a little more thought could have been put into that somehow or whatever. But
I gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Who gives a fuck what I think, though? Anyway,
I'm just a fucking nobody.
I'm just Christopher Niosi. Who gives a fuck? What's new and exciting with you otherwise?
I got a thing on Tuesday that I'll tell you about later that I've been fucking hype.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's in Houston, so
Oh, cool, nice.
yeah.
For Sentai,
Yeah, for Sentai.
for hentai.
No, not for hentai.
Excuse me, Hentai Filmworks.
No, that's over at Funimation.
Oh, well. Fucking. I'm curious to watch that Made in Abyss show that Britney's in.
Oh yeah, I hear it's really good.
Did it win like Anime of the Year or something? Like a little
Yeah, like a bunch of people watched it. My only thing is that like there are times where I think that like Brittany and Lucy sound the same.
Welcome back to the point that I was making a second
Yup.
ago. I've only seen a clip, and I was able to tell enough distinction between them, so I wasn't too worried. But yeah, I mean, I can understand.
Yeah, but like that was one of those problems. I'm like, wait, is that Lucy or is that Brittany?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks scaly. I remember when Brittany was auditioning for it because she was visiting us at the time, and she was recording the audition at Kira's place because our friend Kira Buckland has a recording booth.
Woo, recording booth.
Yeah, it's really nice. I just did an audition for a thing that was sent out recently that you probably know what it is. There.
Was it the thing from last week?
No, it was the thing that went out like a couple days ago.
Then I don't think I got that one.
Oh, well, no, you probably did, but whatever. Anyway, whatever. Nonetheless, but yeah, Brittany was there, and I remember we saw a clip of it because she had the dub to it, and I was like, "This shit's dark. What the fuck?" She like breaks her fucking like arm or something. Like, what's happening in this weird show with these poor children? Like, oh dear God.
Yeah, it's one of those cutesy looking shows that's actually really fucking dark.
Yeah, but it seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 This character is falling apart at the seams. They seem to
That's my my Sonic OC, dude.
No, this doesn't look like a Sonic OC.
That's Ghost Tales.
Oh.
That's Gales.
Gales.
Yeah.
That probably exists.
Gales the fuck Echidna.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You got any questions from the chat about anything?
Ghost the Tales. 46 background players to be drawn. 46 background players. Chris works on one. They are all done.
Kurilu Stromboli likes to do his 700 bottles of beer on the wall thing every time I finish a character.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Do not steal, he just said. Lemo. Chris, thoughts on Xenoblade 1 art, story, and characters?
I have not played Xenoblade, unfortunately, so I don't have an opinion one way or another.
It's not my type of game. It's very MMO-like, and I've come to know that, like, unless I'm really passionate about the IP that has an MMO, like that specific IP, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, even truthfully, if, like, Dragon Ball Online came out here, I probably wouldn't have played that either.
It kind of did. They brought it back.
Did they?
Yeah, it has, like, an English version.
Oh, huh. I did not know that.
Yeah, they recently, like, I think earlier this year, they patched it so... Because I remember I tried playing it last year, and there was a glitch that if you were a Saiyan, a human, you couldn't, like, unlock your Saiyan, like, genes.
Oh. Huh.
Because that was a glitch, and that was the only way to progress in the game, so it's like, okay, so...
Wait. Was there a thing where, like, every race had Saiyan genes in them?
No, it was just humans.
Oh.
So, like, all the humans of Earth, like, eventually had Saiyan genes. Weird. So, when you're playing an Earthling, you're playing a Saiyan.
Well, that's lame.
That just means that Goku and Vegeta did a lot of fucking.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I would have actually liked playing it, but I did really like all like the lore shit that they came up with for it.
Right, like the whole time patrol bullshit and the time breakers, future hell.
Actually, not even. I mean, like, well, yeah, obviously that's where all the Xenoverse shit came from, but no, I'm talking more like the stuff that like takes place after like the Buu era shit, where like Gohan and like writes a book about key control or something, and then like Yamcha and Tien or Krillin or whoever, some of them like start up like schools like teaching people about different types of key techniques or something like that, and then like Goku and Vegeta go off and have like one big final battle that's like and like the impact of their final fight like leaves like a fucking what is it like a big supernova. And I remember, like, the Team 4-Star guys were joking about, like, you know, if that's how Super ends, I would be totally okay with that.
I mean, give it time.
Yeah, well.
I'm waiting for them to, like, bring the Time Patrollers and, like, all that shit into, like, the anime.
I feel like the fact that they've done the Heroes thing, like the Heroes anime, that means we probably won't get that in, you know, whatever the inevitable series after Super will be.
Right.
You know, but
because the new thing that's happening is just another season of Super.
Have they actually like said anything like official yet about what they're going
I
to?
think they did. I think they did like 2 weeks ago. But they confirmed the second season.
It's been fairly obvious anyway that like they were going to come back with more shit after the movie.
Right. I just I hope what they do is they do it seasonal, like bi-seasonal.
Oh, like My Hero and all that.
I would like that just because like then there'd be better quality.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's nice that they're even taking a break now, like at all, when they don't have to do that.
But I'm pretty sure it's totally going to be weekly because there's no way that Dragon Ball won't be.
Yeah. Same thing with One Piece.
Yep. One Piece.
Speaking of One Piece, oh, by the way, people were asking who you were, as if they don't already fucking know, but this is Alejandro Saab, also known as Kagi Films.
Hi, I'm Alejandro Saab. I'm dead on the inside. I'm a voice actor. I voice Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends, who's becoming a Super Saiyan at some point, I think in the next week.
Go download it today and hear his voice a lot.
Yeah, saying, I'm game. Or am I saying, I'm gay? Hoo. It's I'm game.
Okay. Well, thank you for dashing that fucking rumor.
Dashing your hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Done. Oh, not that Hopes and Dreams. Sorry, my bad. I just played Undertale for Switch recently, so I have...
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking... Oh, and by the way, in case you guys may or may not have happened to catch the little snippet of it you saw when I was closing out the file earlier, so this weekend's upcoming episode of Did You Know Voice Acting, which, by the way, is about One Piece, was guest narrated by Alejandro.
Oh, shit! It was me!
Yes, I'm actually not done with it yet, but I'm going to finish it either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, it's mostly about the actors of the Straw Hats, and specifically how a lot of them have played through other kind of funny circumstances. Both the English and the Japanese cast of the Straw Hats have played other characters like throughout the show, and kind of like different things about that. And there's some fun trivia that maybe you might not know about that is pretty cool. So look forward to that one. I'm quite happy with it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry that you got like 40 minutes worth of fucking audio.
No, that's okay. No, I did not want to make you fucking have to edit that shit. That is way too much work. No, it's totally fine. If anything, no, I am just incredibly thankful that you knew how to fucking pronounce like the grand majority of the character names and actor names and everything.
Thank God.
Yeah, there were a few incorrect ones, but I'm just like, you know,
right.
I'm not gonna fucking bite this gift. Look, this gift. I'm gonna be thankful for what I have.
With special guest Porky Pig.
Yes. That was a genuine Porky Pig moment of like, I'm trying to say this thing and I can't say it right, so I'll say the other basic bitch version of it instead.
Ba-dum-bum. So this morning, when I woke up for my session, I was fucking freezing. And I'm like, why?
It's getting colder, man. It's getting to be fall now, fucking finally.
Yo, and like, I normally sleep with my window open, so it's like, oh shit. Like, it's 56 degrees out, and I'm fucking freezing my ass off because I left the window open.
Yeah. It's nice, though. I'm fucking glad, finally. We have some goddamn variation here.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cold weather guy, personally, compared to...
I don't know, I'm like a nice in-between.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, give me like 65 degrees. That's the...
Is it hot in Ecuador?
Half the time, yeah.
Okay.
In Ecuador, it's usually like 70, 80 degrees.
Okay. You were actually remember again. Were you like really really young when you lived there?
I was there from like the week I was like born to 6 years old.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, you were there for. Okay, I was about to say like if you were really young, I figured you wouldn't have remembered. But so it was.
Yeah. No, when I go back every now and then, like last time I went, I think was last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or was it this year?
It was some year.
Man, I don't fucking know. The days blend.
Magical gun girl. Magic gun. Guess what I've been watching lately?
Fullmetal?
Yeah, Brotherhood with Amy.
Nice.
Yeah.
What episode are you guys on?
We just got up to when they meet Father in the basement of the lands.
Ooh, so you're like part 3, so like episode like 30s, maybe like...
We're still in the 20s, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ling just became Greed.
Yeah. God, Troy Baker Greed.
Yeah. Troy motherfucking Baker.
Greeling.
Yeah, actually it's funny because, so she wasn't like big into FMA, like when it was the shit, you know? So she missed out on a lot of it, but she actually read like more of the manga that she remembered, because I figured we were going in like relatively blind. But she was actually remembering like a lot more than she like she knew like when Ling was about to get turned into Greed, she was like, oh, that's right, I think I did know that, like somehow, like I saw something about that, and I was like, yeah, okay. But it was funny though, because I was like, so did you see much of it, like when it was on TV? And she's like, I read a lot of the manga, but I remember I saw my first experience with it. She was saying was like, my first experience with it was I saw one episode of the series, and I was like, oh, which one was it? And she just went, Edward, I thought you would play with me. And I was like, oh God, how old were you? And she was like, I was like 11. And I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry.
God, it was so funny because I remember watching like original FMA on like TV when I was God. I think it was like
that would have been 2004 or 5, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 8, like maybe 9.
Yeah. No, Brotherhood was.
Brotherhood was like 2009.
Yeah. I think actually was it before Kai?
I think it was. So wait, Kai was what, 2011, 2012, or?
No, Kai was 2009. Yeah, Kai was 2009, dude.
Wow.
God damn. Yeah. Oof.
I just know, yeah, Brotherhood was 2009.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't think they ever aired it on TV.
No, they did. Yeah. They aired it on
Did they?
Swim. Yes. But the thing was, because this was when simulcasting for subbed releases was beginning to get a lot more commonplace. So I remember it had been so soon, and this wasn't because of the like anything offensive to the dub. The dub is fucking spectacular. It had just been so soon since I watched it in Japanese that I didn't feel like watching it again already that quickly.
Right.
So I waited. I think I spot checked to like find out, oh, who's voicing this character or whatever, like in the cast. But I mostly waited until I think the whole series was done and released, and then I watched all of it like in one big fucking binge.
I remember I watched it on Hulu. I don't remember it being on television.
Yeah, it was on TV. It was on Adult Swim.
Was it? Damn, I missed that. I missed that way completely.
It's so funny though because I mean it's still fucking great, but like Todd was like semi-new still, which is crazy to me. And then Ian was really new because Ian was just he didn't even have a named character in the show. He was just doing bits.
Yeah, no, I remember. I knew exactly like when. It's so funny because like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, like it used veterans, and that's when like the new group of people like Todd and Tia and Ian and all these fucking people started working. Yeah, and I remember because
even some. I mean, Tia was just she barely had a character. She was just the little panda. Character.
Yeah, and the receptionist.
Okay.
For Maze Hughes when he gets yeah. But it's so funny because like I also remember like I was binge watching One Piece at one point, and I just remember like back to fucking back episode after episode, I would just hear Ian Sinclair and fucking Anthony Bowling just being bits and Walla and dying.
Yeah.
And then I stopped hearing Ian. I kept hearing Anthony, but like next thing I knew he was Brooke. And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, well, Brooke was still later, and even then, like, I mean, as you remember from the video record, a little spoiler, but like, you know, he was doing other little like quick named characters in some of the arcs before, because Strong World was where they had to cast Brooke,
right?
And so that was the first like actual thing that he did for the character, but yeah. Like I remember, I think when I was going back and rewatching some stuff, and I was looking at like the credits. Oh yeah. I was going back and like listening to a bunch of the dub openings and endings that they did back when they were able to do that.
Oh.
For One Piece. Oh god, I was so mad when they stopped.
Bon voyage.
They stopped right before Kokoro no Chizu, which is my favorite fucking opening, and I was so upset about it, but then it was. Like when I looked at the credits of like the Skypiea stuff, like when they were first starting, even the additional voices were people that were like that now are all like names.
Yeah.
Like
I'd believe it.
Yeah, and then now whenever I see the fucking additional voices for the current episodes, I'm just like, I don't fucking know who any of these people are.
Lamau, give it like 5 years, dude.
Yeah. No, but not even like the usual folks that are in like the simuldub shows. I mean, like I'm talking like there's people where I'm just like I'll look them up and like I don't know of them from like.
Oh yeah.
Like, just for bits.
Yeah, it's so funny because like I was hanging out with Jeannie earlier today, and that just got me thinking. I'm like, I don't even think she ever did bits. They just had her as Koala.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Jeannie's so cool.
Yeah, no, she's really cool. She is getting work, and I'm like, holy shit, you just.
Yeah, she's doing more out here too, isn't she?
Yeah, no, she's out here. So.
Oh, sweet. Wait, like living?
Yeah, no, she has been for longer than I have.
Whoa, I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
she
wow.
been out here since I want to say like June.
Holy shit. Wow. Okay. I should hit her up at some point.
Yeah, she moved out here because she was getting more work out here than funny,
Wow.
and they were paying her more. And she's with Vox, I think.
Yeah. 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 I know
Yeah.
because there was a project I worked on where she submitted, and I was like, oh, and I thought at first maybe she just had like some LA representation, but no, I didn't realize she was like fully out here. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
cool.
No, she's fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah, no, she is phenomenal. Jeannie Tirado, we're speaking about. Jeannie Tirado is the voice of Android 21 on Dragon Ball Fighters, and she's Koala on One Piece and other such things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's super nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm drawing this burb. Look at this burb.
Bird.
This burb. Bird.
Do you know they're bringing back Harvey Birdman, attorney at law?
Yes, I did hear that actually.
I saw it, and I'm like, man, they even brought back Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Dude, that show is fucking amazing.
Yeah. I just based off that small clip, I was like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yep. Shit's good. I like that show a lot. That's actually a show I feel like, because one of the last shows that Amy and I like binged through, because we've been like trading off shows that like each of us grew up with and shit. We watched Venture Brothers. We just like sped through all of Venture Brothers.
God,
earlier this
I need to
year.
watch Venture Brothers.
Yeah, no, I was, because so many of my, like Mike and Steve and a lot of my friends, like they were following it like forever, but I fell off the boat. I think like second or third season or something. Not because I didn't like it. I just like
Same. No.
I
It was around that
kept
time.
up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No.
just like got through the whole show in like a few months, and then we were all caught up in time for when the new season. Or we're up to 7, I think was this season 7
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. That's the new season.
Yeah, so we were all caught up in time for that, which was awesome. But yeah, Harvey Birdman, I think I might have actually had seen more Harvey Birdman episodes just like through circumstance, that they just happened to be on more often. So like I had seen more of that than I had of Venture Brothers.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
And I
What?
also I used to watch like actual Birdman back in the day.
Oh God.
Yeah, because they'd play all of the old Hanna-Barbera shit on Cartoon Network years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember Birdman and his and what would become Peanut. Bird Boy.
Jesus.
Yep. It's good shit. We got any other questions coming in from anybody?
Nope.
Well, you're all useless to me.
You're dead to me, can opener. Mind taker, who will?
Who was what the fuck's his name? Julie, do the thing. From Korra.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? What's his name? From Korra, that character.
Fuck man, I haven't watched Korra
Do
since.
the thing, that guy. Yeah, he was Mentok, the Mind Taker. Mentok, the Mind Taker. I know John Michael Higgins. That was the actor's name. I forgot the character's name.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch Venture Brothers after I finish Seven Deadly Sins season 2.
I'm shocked that show has such a following.
I think it's just because, like, if I'm gonna be honest, it's because Fairy Tale just never finished.
Yeah, that's
And
the
people
thing,
wanted
it
something?
reminds me of like Fairy Tale, but like less appealing. I don't know.
I like the aspect of, like, the Seven Deadly Sins being considered knights, that kind of shit. I don't know. I like the fact that it's, like, trying to have, like, this existing country, like, a country that, like, people know in fantasy, and trying to make a story out of it, like Britannia and Camelot and all this different shit. Like they try to implement like King Arthur, and I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just, I will give it this. It looks more unique than Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail style is like very like dyed in one piece.
Yeah, that's just what it's. Hito has fallen under the same bullshit that Oda has, where it's like throughout his creation, he has made the females slimmer with huge tits.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean,
Hito.
at the very least, like I was so fucking happy when the Amazon Lily arc happened, and then like they were like differentiated fucking
Body sizes,
body types and shit. That was like I was so fucking happy about that. I was like, oh, finally, took you fucking long enough, Oda Sensei.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what Hito does. It's funny because Hito Mashima is now working on another show called, or another manga called Eden Zero, which is a sci-fi, like a space opera shit. Oh. And he's pulling what the what the mangaka of Saint Seiya is doing, and he's saying because a lot of the characters in Eden Zero are just the same characters as a Fairy Tail. But he technically did that already because like he had taken half the characters that he used in Fairy Tail from Rave Master, which was its predecessor, which I loved, by the way.
I did for a while. I did actually follow Rave Master a fair bit, like when it was on.
It should have ended with King.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, I remember liking it enough when I watched the series to be like, oh, I'll maybe follow this. And then I saw how long the manga was going, and I was like, you know what? Never mind. I think because I was, by that point, you know what? I think because I was intending to follow all the other major, like, Shonen Jump shows, like, to the end, which did not fucking happen because I gave up on both Bleach and Naruto after a while. I think
they just announced Bleach on Blu-ray.
What's that?
I think they just announced Bleach on Blu-ray.
Oh, finally. Huh.
Hold on. I think I saw something about that. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, no, but this is for the manga. Never mind. It's a box set for volumes 49 through 74.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I am a fibber.
I watched the Bleach movie recently.
Oh, how was it?
It's okay. It's a fun little, nostalgic romp. It's the first arc, when Bleach was more interesting.
Right.
It's all right. There's this one scene. It's not really a spoiler because it's Bleach, so you probably already fucking know like the story.
Right.
But so they have Renji and Byakuya in it as well. Like it goes up to like when they show up, and like it ends with them taking Rukia, and like, oh no, he'll probably never see her again, and whatever, excuse me. So there's a fight between Renji and Ichigo in like the last part of the movie. And Byakuya as well. And okay, that stereotypical. This isn't even just a Bleach thing, although I'm sure people probably associate it so much because it's very Bleach-like. When and then character appears behind them. You were too slow.
Yep.
And then they fall down. It's like, sheathe their sword. I guess that you weren't fast enough after all. Blah blah blah. Character name. And then they start walking away. Get back here! I'm not done with you yet. How can you still be standing? And then they get up and they continue fighting.
Yeah.
I am not exaggerating when I say that happens 3 times in a row in the same fight.
Oh.
And I'm not talking like, oh, ha ha ha, like, no, like literally that same exact thing of character hits him, he falls down, he gets it back up again. Oh, I can't believe, how are you still fighting? Oh, I'm not done with you yet. Rinse and repeat. 3 fucking times in a row it happens. And I was almost like, is this a parody? Is this supposed to be like a fucking parody of Bleach? Or Was this made by like Mega 64 or College Humor or something? Like
Yes.
joking like on the tropes or something? Because like you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yes, it clearly was, dude.
God Almighty.
Have you heard of The Witch and the Hundred Knight 2? If so, do you know if Casey Mongolo voiced Sophie in that game?
No,
No.
and I don't know. Probably not. Next question.
Chris, thoughts on Kujibiki Unbounce? It is, you asked, to make a parody of sports anime and tournament arts and romance. Kujibiki Unbounce is parody of all anime in one.
I've never seen this show. There's
Well,
a lot, dude. Guys, I get requests a lot from on like Curb blogs about like, oh, can you review this anime? And like, I've not seen them, so I don't. Which I'm sorry to disappoint. Like, I get Code Geass requested like all the time, and I've seen like very little of that show, and I didn't know what.
More like Code Gay ass.
Get out of my house.
Oh God, kill me.
Yeah, there's a I promised Bevins. I promised Bevins that I would watch Michiko and Hachin and
Oh yeah.
and Princess Jellyfish, which I've heard are both excellent.
Yes, Princess Jellyfish.
Yeah.
That's such a good show.
I need to check those out at some point.
Yes, absolutely. How many more of these do you have? Like 44?
Let's see. I have currently finished 180 of them, and there are
Holy shit.
220, so I'm getting close.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, boy.
Get it.
Quite a number of personas that I've been.
I don't know why this one in particular reminded me of Digimon.
He's not very Digimon-esque.
I know. But have you heard of the new Digimon game coming out?
Nope.
There's a game called Digimon Survive. It's apparently a horror type Digimon game where like Digimon will actually die.
Excuse me. Oh my God! It's Digimon as Nuzlocke.
Yeah. But it plays like Disgaea and like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, interesting. Okay. No, I heard Cyber Sleuth was good. I think Mike Prinky was big into that for a while.
Yeah, Cyber Sleuth is essentially just Persona with Digimon.
Cool.
Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, there's a lot of filler.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off. I stopped playing it because of it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, because like they would force you to do side quests, and it like a chapter would take like 4 hours just because of those side quests.
4 hours. Yeah. God. I've never really been a side quest guy in games, like in general. I'm not usually one to do all that stuff because I just don't care that much. Unless like I really want something like some particular item or whatever. Actually, I did finally, in all my years of playing the game, I finally did the Big Goron Sword side quest in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, because I borrowed Steve Yurko's copy of Ocarina of Time 3D, and I attempted the Big Goron Sword stuff on my N64 copy like way back in the day, but I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't really like that good at the game. But yeah, I finally did it, and then I was able to beat Ganon with the Big Goron Sword, and it was awesome.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, enough of this fox boy. This fox boy.
What does the fox say? No, it says shut the fuck up.
It's gone there. It's a good song.
Bam, ba-da, ba-da, da, 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 da.
I don't even know the lyrics.
Ba-da, da, 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 da.
I think. I don't even know.
I love how you're like, dude, I got it.
I don't fucking know. God, I was rewatching because I was telling during some episodes I would mention to Amy about like, oh yeah, in the first series they decided to do this dumb thing with the story, and she's like, wow, that's lame. I'm glad we're not watching that one. I was like, me too.
Yeah. If you're gonna watch the original, you should probably just go up to like episode 25 or some shit, because
Yeah,
that's
and you know what? Part of me kind of wishes that we did do that because, man, the really early Brotherhood episodes, they're fucking rough.
they're very rushed.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
get it. I understand why, and I was defending them a lot back in the day, but they're not great. And actually, you know what? I will say this much. Amy was pointing this out. She does not like the music. Well, specifically how they use the music in Brotherhood.
What?
Well, because she kept pointing out how like there's all the and I didn't realize until she was like pointing it out herself. There's actually a lot of moments where like the music that they're playing in the background is like not actually that appropriate for the scene. Like the actual music like fits the series. It's a lot like what the original was. But like in terms of like, oh, we're gonna use this track for like this part or whatever. Like that one where it's like,
Oh yeah.
like they'll use that one when they're just like hanging around like talking about something, and I'm just like, yo, can you fucking stop chorusing at me right now?
I got you.
But
No, I thought, man, because one of my favorite tracks is the when they're about to go into battle, they dun 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 bum 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 bum, and I'm like, I always get hype when I hear that shit.
yeah. No, the actual music is fine. I think she was more so just saying like in how they would like utilize it like during scenes and shit. But that said, I will say if there is one specific thing more than anything that I think that the first series has over Brotherhood is that the fucking music is like incredible.
Yo, rewrite, ready, steady, go.
Yeah, well, not even
Less,
just the openings. Like the
I know.
BGM is like fucking phenomenal.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Side note: people are asking what your thoughts are on Kill la Kill and the Kill la Kill game.
Oh yeah. What is it? Arxis is doing a Kill la Kill game or something.
I'm looking at the gameplay right now. It's very Naruto Storm.
Yeah. That's cool. I like Kill la Kill. I need to go back and rewatch Gurren Lagann though. Because for a while I was like, oh, I don't know which one I like more, and all my friends are like, oh, dude, Gurren Lagann is infinitely fucking better than Kill la Kill. So I don't know. I'm conflicted, but I want to rewatch.
I like the characters more in Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that Sentai Filmworks had a?
Yes, I did know that. I've seen clips of it actually.
I have not.
Yeah, it's there's some that are up somewhere actually.
All right, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah. That was like when Greeley was pretty new too, actually.
Yeah, he was Simone.
Yeah. And Brett Weaver was. Actually, dude, it wasn't even Sentai. It was ADV. It was when ADV was still around.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So
That's probably why they lost it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, Kill la Kill is a good series. I think I did a Kerblog about it. Oh no! I did a Kerblog I think with Alex Von David, who directed the dub for it, but I haven't done an actual like Kerblog on the show itself. But maybe I will someday. Thoughts on the Aria anime Kickstarter? I think that's really cool. I'm actually very glad that more dubs are happening through that kind of method, like that people are showing direct interest in series that didn't get a chance to get one. I really want that to happen for Bakuman someday, but I don't know like how possible that is, or even like who actually has the dub rights anymore. But I would fucking adore that, like super hard.
Is that Vic?
As Viral, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. They released the whole cast list.
Who was Yoko? Is that her name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany what?
Tiffany Grant.
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
This writing. Whoa. Who the fuck is Kamina?
Brett Weaver.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, somebody asked who are my favorite characters in Brotherhood. I love Al. And I love Riza Hawkeye as well. She's pretty great. And Amy really likes Barry the Chopper. And Envy as well.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
Well, that's original.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know who played him.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh fuck! Hold on. Oh my god, dub. I'm trying to remember who was Rousseau. I think it was Chris Patton was Rousseau, the dude with the ponytail, the Johnny on Bosch character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Lucy Christian was Nia.
Jesus.
Girl.
Yeah, that made sense.
Yeah, here. Yeah, actually, they're all right here.
That's fucking crazy. What the fuck?
Who's your favorite FMA character?
Mine?
Yeah.
I really like Greeling. Have to be him. And I really like Bradley.
Yeah. Zafura.
Yeah. Zafura.
Yeah, he's pretty great. I miss his actor so much.
Oh.
Well then, Fullmetal. Fucking Ed Blaylock, he was amazing.
Listen up, what can you hear? There was a male version of that.
Really?
I can't remember who did it.
Huh. Like an official one?
I know it was a Japanese band. I think they just did like a cover of it.
Oh, huh.
I don't know if it was official.
Man, I feel so bad for Tony Oliver, because like he got to direct that show, which was awesome, and then now he's doing shit like Beyblade.
Don't say it like that.
To anybody who likes Beyblade, but like Beyblade is just like it's so much fucking screaming like all the time.
Dude, man, I saw that people were complaining that Bang Zoom had it.
I mean, I'm mainly just sad that like we keep fucking taking everything away from Canada. That was like one of the last things that they had. I mean, I'm not in the show, so I don't care. But like, I don't know.
I mean, man, you know, they have Mega Man. They can deal.
Yeah, they have Mega Man, which is probably about to be fucking canceled.
Oh, really?
Dude, Cartoon Network put it on like on the You're Gonna Die time slot.
Oh, so just like Sonic Boom.
Yeah, it's what they always fucking do with these shows. If they didn't make... And look, I get it, because it's like, if they didn't make them, they have no fucking stock in them. Like, the one exception they make is for fucking Teen Titans Go, because it's their biggest fucking show.
Right.
But if they didn't...
I mean, if anything, what they'll end up doing is they'll put it on, like, Boomerang, which is what they did with Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I really don't have much hope that anybody is going to like, oh, I'm going to get the Boomerang app so I can watch Mega Man.
Honestly, people, if you want fucking classic Cartoon Network, get Boomerang.
Yeah.
Like, if you want Courage the Cowardly Dog, Boomerang. You want Ed, Edd n Eddy, Boomerang. Billy and Mandy, Boomerang.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's fucking crazy.
Yep. Yeah. It was funny because at the very end of the first season, they had the fucking, like, reveal of, the equivalent of a Proto Man / base character.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah, Nama Gem. You know, it's fun. Oh man, I don't know if I should say this or not. Fuck it, whatever. No one gives a shit. I have a friend who worked on the pilot, like, this is a long time ago. And, I remember they mentioned, like, oh yeah, and there's, like, an evil brother character, and I was like, oh great, they're going the, like, Ruby Spears, route on it or whatever. And then they were like, and at the time, and I'm sure I can now firmly understand why they decided to ultimately not call the character this, but the evil brother equivalent character guy in Mega Man Fully Charged was originally called Nega Man.
Yeah?
Like, but then they went with Nama Gem, which is Mega Man spelled backwards because ha ha ha, But yeah, I remember when I first heard that, I was like, oh, I'm sure people will eat that up.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this fucking thing, I'm like, man, that sure looks like Wily with that fucking mustache shit.
Yeah, I remember when I saw that same friend of mine showed me some of the character designs, and I remember I saw his design, and I was like, oh god, does that mean that he's Wily? But no, then it turns out the Wily equivalent character is like the school friend.
It's like, what?
It's the school friends, the kid Bert.
Oh yeah, the little ginger boy.
Yeah. His name is
Which
Bert.
is weird.
His name is Bert Wiley.
It was just weird to me because like the design of this character reminded me a lot of I don't know if you ever played the Mega Man Battle Network games.
Of course, dude.
Hold
on, Alejandro. I'm sorry. Are you really asking me that? Have you seen
No.
my fucking cartoon?
Look, man.
Yes,
man.
I lived and breathed Mega Man Battle Network for a billion years.
I meant the GameCube game, all right?
Yeah.
And when I said it,
I played.
all right. Well, I'm sorry,
You're
Jesus.
fucking forgiven. Carry on.
I'm forgetful. It looked like the final boss of that with like Wily's mustache.
Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, the color and texture scheme they got going on for it.
Yeah.
They just give him some whiskers.
Yeah, and they had the evil, mysterious Professor Man. Was the boss of that one.
So
what?
it's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a little version of him. I didn't know that. Damn, the little version of him looks like Ratchet from Deadlocked.
Wait, what?
So I'm looking at it right now. I don't know what he's called, but there's like a smaller version of.
Link me.
Hold on.
Now I have
Damn it, I don't have Skype on
now I
here.
have the
Hold on.
Life Virus theme stuck in my head. Why don't you show me your secrets? Did you die?
No, I didn't die. I'm looking for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have it on another laptop, and I don't have Skype on there.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Look, man, I don't need your shit.
Look, man. Do I hear a dog?
Not on my end.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard a dog.
My roommates just got home, though. I might have to go in a bit. I know, right? I'm such a savage. I mean, we can hang out before I leave on Monday.
Oh, are you going to Texas?
Well, yeah, I have a session on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank
Yeah,
Deadlock.
That's Nana Gem, and then the taller one is fucking General What's His Face, the villain.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's like pretending to be a robot, and I think his like it's like Lord Obsidian or something is like his like fake name that he uses for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because his whole thing is he's like a hate monger, and he's like trying to fucking set humans and robots against each other.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I gotta go.
Well, fine. Where can they follow you on things?
At Keggy Films on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Bye.
Later.
All right, back to Sonic music. All right, that's going to do it for today, everybody. We got, let's see, 26 done today. We are up to a completed total of 190, so I reached my goal today. So I believe, if all goes well, then tomorrow I will be able to finish up this entire tier. And then we'll be all good on the $60 characters. So, cool. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Alejandro for hanging out with us today and being chat master for a bit. I got to head off and work on some other stuff for a little while, but thanks a bunch. I will catch you tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, I would say. And, yeah, we'll go from there. So, thanks, everybody, and have a good night. Bye.